Hey guys, Rafael here, and I did it! I finally did it! I finally got all the cards I needed to to get myself playing Virizion Genesect EX, and this time I will be playing against, guess what? Yay, another DarkraiGarbodor deck! This deck has become so popular, so common that if you get at least 3 matches, most of the times you will play against at least one DarkraiGarbodor deck. So let's go for it. I will start with Lone Genesect EX, and if I made a lot of mistakes in this game, please forgive me, it's my first time using this deck. And I see a Sableye. I decide to play my Sky Arrow Bridge in case I can get a Virizion, which Virizion EX, not regular Virizion. And I will just retreat. I don't want to take any unnecessary damage into my Genesect EX, and that will be my turn. My opponent will play Virbank City Gym of his own. And I know he will get another Sableye out this turn and a Trubbish. I don't know how. Okay, he computer search away one Bianca and one Darkness Energy. That tells me that he has in hand at least a Juniper or an N. And he wants to get the Darkness Energy into his discard pile so he can Dark Patch. And as soon as he benches that rubbish, I know that he has an N, and there you see it, there's the N. My new hand is not that good, not that bad. I can do something with it. And now my opponent will go and get his second Sableye into play. To be honest, DarkraiGarbodor is not exactly a Darkrai and Garbodor deck. Instead, it is a Garbodor Sableye deck. That's the reason you can basically knock out all Sableyes and have a somehow easy game against this deck. This deck relies so much on Sableye that getting rid of the Sableyes soon enough will give your opponent a very hard time. And here I decide to Colorless Machine into my active Virizion. As you can see, I have all my 4 plasma energy in the deck, which is very good. Not every single game you can have that freedom. And here I decide, okay, Darkrai Sableye. Garbodor Sableye relies so much on Sableye that I need to get rid of the Sableye as soon as I can. So I decide to Shadow Triad to get back the Colorless Machine I just played, and that will give me a dead Sableye just right now. With that, I will get a prize My opponent will lose every energy in his side of the field. I know he has at hand Computer Search and Ultra Ball. And 2 cards, I don't know. I know with that Ultra Ball he will mostly get himself a Juniper. Or maybe even a Darkrai, I think. Or a Garbodor. But mostly I think he will try to go for Professor Juniper. He needs to get himself some cards in order to be able to do something, and he will try to capture stall me using my Virizion EX, and there we see an enhanced hammer. I usually don't like to play plasma energy if I'm not sure I will keep it, but right now he decides that he does not like my plasma energy. I will get myself a Skyer Bridge. I don't want that Beerbank City Gym to be there. And here I can knock out that Trubbish, do lots of damage to that Darkrai, or get rid of the Sableye. I have 3 very good options, but I think my better option right now is to get rid of this Sableye. As I told you before, DarkraiGarbodor relies so much on Sableye that if you can knock out Sableyes fast and very early in the game, Darkrai will have a very tough time dealing with your deck, because it becomes pretty much a very slow deck. And you will be able to slow it even further because Dark Cloak will be nullified by Garbotoxin, and if your opponent is not careful enough, you will be able to stall your opponent getting fresh Darkrai's with no energy into the active position, and that will give you lots of turns to be able to set up. Now my opponent will Computer Search away 1 Pokemon Catcher and 1 Hypnotoxic Laser to get himself, I think, a Garbodor and a Floatstone. That way Red Signal from Genesect EX and Verdant, I don't know the name of Virizion EX ability. So he will shut down Virizion EX. He got himself a Juniper, and I know he will play Garbodor this time. And there is the Garbodor. He will be able to have a free retreat because of that Floatstone. And here is something interesting. When do you play Garbodor? Really? A lot of times it's better for you to keep Dark Cloak active because it gives you the freedom to have better ways to manage your bench. It gives you better ways to deal with Pokemon stuck in the active position. So when you exactly play that Garbodor down? As soon as you get it, or as soon as you have a very good board position so that Garbodor will not be a nuisance for you. And I think that's a good point of discussion. Now my opponent will start powering up his full art bench Darkrai, and basically this Genesect EX will be dead at the end of my turn if I cannot get rid of that Floatstone in the Garbodor. And my opponent realizes that he needs Sableye in order to win this match, so he will Super Rod, trying to get to Sableye back into his deck. He wants to buy himself turns, making sure that my Genesect will stay asleep, and he will target my other Genesect. At this moment, to be honest, I think it's better for me to take these two prices and basically hit that Garbodor in the bench for 20 to get myself two prices. My hand is not that good. That end really was bad for me, and unfortunately out of my two prices I get my two Super Rods. I play two Super Rods because I've seen that even when I play 10 Grass Energy, they tend to run out very fast, and Super Rod will guarantee me that I have Grass Energy in the deck to be able to Emerald Slash with Virizion EX. Now my opponent will target this Genesect EX. That is something he does not want to see in the board. And he will even go for Sableye, and he's going very aggressive with these Junipers. He's been able to Juniper turn after turn after turn, and his deck is running very thin. So maybe if I get Catchers and Tool Scrappers, I will be able to stall him out, maybe. Well, right now he wants to get rid of this Genesect. Basically it's the only thing in my deck that can hit him hard, to be honest. And I decide I will give up these two prices on this Genesect just to get myself cards. And my opponent says, no, you won't get any card. Just like that. He will end away my almost beautiful hand into this 2-card hand, and I have not seen any supporter in a while. I hope I get something, and lucky for me I top deck a Juniper. Basically at this point what I need is to get everything out with this Juniper, and with everything out is a Genesect EX, a Colress Machine, and a Pokemon Catcher. Lucky for me I get all of those cards. Well, I got Plasma Ball instead of Genesect EX, but that will basically become Genesect. Now I can Colress Machine into my Virizion EX. I know that I have one Plasma Energy left. I will take the price on this Garbodor and half power up this Genesect. And right now my opponent is in a very tough situation. In order to get a knockout this turn, he will need to play Hypnotoxic Laser, Trubbish, Garbodor, a Tool, and Darkrai, and he cannot evolve even after he has played that Trubbish, so my Virizion EX is pretty much safe. And if he's unable to play an N, that Sableye or that Trubbish that he just benched will give me the game. So let's see. He will Ultra Ball away. I don't know, I was not paying attention. To get himself a Garbodor that he won't be able to play this turn. And he plays a Bianca, and that means this game is mine. Because I have Switch and Pokemon Catcher in my hand, and I have also that Grass Energy, and basically that will be game. My opponent will Night Sphere, he won't be able to get the knockout. I will switch, attach Grass Energy, Catcher that Sableye, and Megalo Cannon for the win. And basically that is the game. I'm glad I was finally able to get Virizion Genesect up and running. I'm still learning how to play this deck. It's a little more complicated than I expected. A lot of things can go wrong. And just one turn of not attaching energy from your hand could be very, very bad. So guys, my question for this video: when do you play Garbodor? As soon as you have it in your hand, or after you have gotten a very good position in your side of the field? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you next time.